It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up is the lockdown man himself, Jaire Alexander.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Reed. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. Leading them out, a player who set numerous program records as a Penn State Nittany Lion. 5th-round pick this draft. That's Sean Clifford.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are, you know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week, he was dominant. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. The Packers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 7. And inside give to Jones. Stiff-armed him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
Minnesota's new coaching staff really leaned on Cousins for leadership and production, and the longtime vet was up to the pressure. 29 touchdowns, 4,500 yards, and a 13-win season, his best as a starter. Captain Kirk, he's quietly been one of the league's most productive passers the last few seasons.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. When you look at this Packers defense, they're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On the return is Reed. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Clifford throwing on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Following the interception, Cousins. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. You look at this Packers defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 87 yards.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch everyone thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. 4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. The kick by Joseph is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And Jones going to have a Packers first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Clifford will throw it here. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Clifford to throw it. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now Osborne to return it. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. 53 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
It's cold-blooded. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Cousins. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
I have to believe that if you're the team trying to block the field goal, you don't mind this weather. All right, the rain probably is going to help you because so many things can go wrong for the guys trying to kick the ball. It's as simple as maybe you just lose your footing. You kind of spin out like a tire in the snow, not getting traction, and you create a space and someone comes through.
And I think for everybody, snapper, holder, kicker, everything slows down maybe a fraction of a second. and a fraction of a second and a field goal try, that can be all the difference.
I love how you describe that. Everything slows down, but it's a deliberate slowdown, isn't it? Yeah. Because everyone's trying to be more careful and more deliberate to make sure it's executed.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Yellow.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think,
mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Cousins now from the 50. And incomplete on the deep ball.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Again, it's Cousins. He'll dump this off to Akers. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
To throw, Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Play action. Here's Clifford. Here's a ball deep from Musgrave.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They give him a gain of 38.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Packers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
The first down throw from Clifford.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I've met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now Carlson for the extra point.
And that makes it 14-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And out now come the Vikings.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down. Cousins now.
Akers back-to-back catches.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A first down throw for Cousins.
Slant route, and he's got Addison.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins again.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and 7.
Cousins.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field, but it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now Cousins.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota.
And remember, he had one blocked earlier.
Joseph's got it.
And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that booklet. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Clifford setting up play action. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that would be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now it's Clifford.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Oh, the return is Osborne.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And they have just about gone to halftime with the Panthers out on top. Adam Thielen, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. 3 Tua Tagovailoa touchdown passes there. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Michael Gallup, a touchdown reception. In that first half, it was the veteran Aaron Jones who had it going. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Now the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulting in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Working out of the gun, Cousins.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield.
but what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. On play action, Cousins. That's down the field for Jefferson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And that's incomplete.
Right with the coverage, we just saw him break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 97 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Clifford throwing off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the fake, here's Clifford. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, it stays up. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll find Osborne here. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. play fake. Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a first down here. Here's a give to Jones running left. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 8. Looking to throw. Clifford. Setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Clifford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
A 36-yard attempt.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this is going to remain a one-point game.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
And now out comes Minnesota.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Cousins. There's Jefferson to pull that in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Throwing is Cousins. A quick throw finds T.J. Hockenson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw, Cousins.
Open man is Osborne.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
We're backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Cousins now.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Cousins.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
3rd and goal for Cousins.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people wonder why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
The kick by Joseph is good, and they have regained the lead. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out, and he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
At the 35-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
2nd down and a yard.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
We'll get this to about the 38. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Clifford.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Clifford throwing on 3rd down. Looking deep here for Dobbs.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And able to work his way down to the 16.
119 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Clifford will throw it here.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
Sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
Now Jones. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Jones again.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Back out there now to send this one away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Play action now. Cousins.
Pass caught here by Osborne.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
They give up the middle to Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Here comes Reed. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Play action. Here's Clifford. He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. A give to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
It's showtime, baby. Get him.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try again with Jones. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
And Clifford to throw it.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
So Cousins and the Vikings down by 9. 1:45 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Here's Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's third down.
Cousins to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. They'll run for it with Akers.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Cousins completes this to Jefferson.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
They need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Throw left side, and Osborne has it.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Vikings.
Here's Cousins. This is caught by Addison. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch.
So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Green Bay, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.